actually think the greatest consequence in life is not keeping commitments to yourself. I think it compounds as personal evidence, which is deposited in this instruction manual of who you are and how you behave and how you show up and what you're capable of. All those tiny little commitments. And then I think you can get into a downward commitment spiral because of that. You don't have faith in anything you do. And this causes a downward spiral. So isn't it really lovely to know that maybe the way to turn that into a positive, upward reinforcing spiral is just keep that tiny commitment you made to yourself today. Like, you don't have to move Mount Everest. You don't need to go on a 7-day ayahuasca retreat. How about when you said you were going to get in bed at 10 p.m., you do that and you stack those things for a week. Honestly, I've seen it in my friends and their lives have changed.
Look, I couldn't agree with that more. And there's a better way of thinking about it, because I do think keeping promises to yourself, if you break promises to yourself, you're telling yourself subconsciously that you're not worthy of having those promises upheld. So inherently, just being disciplined, keeping those promises to yourself will make you a more confident, more successful person just on the programming side of it. The way I teach people, I call it placing pebbles. And the analogy I use is, you imagine you got like an old like Roman scale, you know, the ones where they've got the trays. And every time you do something in line with the person you want to be, you put a pebble on the tray that votes for that identity, that I am a disciplined person, or I am an XYZ person. Every time you don't do the thing you're supposed to do, or you do the opposite, you do something you shouldn't do, it's the equivalent of putting 2 stones on the not that person side of things. And so let's say I want to be a disciplined person. Well, if my alarm goes off and I get up even though I don't want to, and I don't hit the snooze and I get productive right away, I'm voting for being a disciplined person. But if I hit the snooze button, I'm voting twice for being an undisciplined person. And really understanding how much the misses hurt in terms of voting for that identity, becoming that person, it really does make a difference. So I think just really getting your head around how important that consistency is, it'll change your life.